What's up, Homestead homies? It's Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. I'm Stacy.
And I'm Doug.
And today we're going to talk to you guys about the Homestead chicken food. Our secret ancient Chinese recipe that we perfected over the 4 years of being from zero knowledge city slickers to professional homesteaders.
Yeah, right.
Share this formula with you guys. We're going to teach you how to regulate or determine the amount of protein that's in your chicken food so your eggs can be stronger, taste better, and everyone can be happy.
Yeah, and just remember, you want at least 16 to 17% total protein in your feed. Anything above it is awesome.
So 16% is the minimum.
Yeah, that's what you need to have at least for your eggs to be yummy.
So here we go.
Okay guys, this is our chicken feed mix, and this is how we feed our chickens. So I have this little chart that I usually keep in a notebook. It's the protein content of a lot of different things I might use. Flax seeds, I generally like to have all the time. They can be a little more pricey. It's like out here in Missouri, $29 for a 50-pound bag, but it will last a long time because I'm not going to use that much of it. 37% protein. Brewer's yeast, if you do want to use it, it's definitely great. You don't need that much either. Black oil sunflower seeds is something that I always try to have. Try to grow your own would be a great way to do it, and you get a lot of sunflower seeds if you do grow them. Peas and beans, like split peas, different kinds of beans like lentils are awesome. They're very high in protein. What I do is you can go to the Ding and Dent stores, and you can get like bags of split peas. I mean, for 10 cents, 25 cents. Beans, things like that, dried beans, and it works good to kind of supplement every once in a while just to kind of give them something different to eat because they do get sick of eating the same thing sometimes. Sesame seeds, they're higher in protein, but they are a little more pricey. I don't get them as much, but some of you guys might want to. The other thing that is wonderful, because it will, it's 15 to 12% depending on what kind you get, is different types of wheats. The hard red wheat is higher in protein than the soft white. I know here I can't get it at our feed store. I'm going to have to wait until springtime. So I do like to supplement and put that in their feed. So sometimes if I know if it's getting at the end of the season and I'm running out, I might get another bag or two just to help me get through winter. Barley, it's 12% protein. You can do rye, you can do regular oats, you can do whole oats. The whole oats, of course, are going to have more protein in them. And that's another staple that we have all the time here. Corn. Definitely want the whole corn, 9%. It's very high in energy and high in fat, and it's definitely something you need to feed your chickens in wintertime. Millet, our chickens love millet here. I love it, and then we have a lot of guineas, and it is it's the guinea's favorite food. You can train a guinea on millet, actually. And then Milo is another one. It's 9% protein, and it's something else that I might do. So look at some of these in the chart. And some of them that are comparable in the amount of protein. If you can't find one, maybe get the other one, and you want to mix and match. So sometimes if I can't find millet, I can do Milo. If I feel like switching, I can switch it up. Sometimes maybe your chicken might like something more than another one, so just kind of check it out and see. But generally for us here, I always do the whole oats, always. I always do the millet. Corn, pretty much. In the summertime, I will do the cracked corn a little bit more. They seem to like that a little bit more in it as opposed to the whole corn. That's more of a winter type one to keep them warm and full of energy. And I do barley once in a while. I like the barley. And then the wheat, I usually go with the hard red wheat. I don't do the soft white as often. But you can even mix those too. I'm going to show you kind of a little chart how to figure it out. But between all these, you want your feed to end up to be about 16 to 17% protein. Now, here's your example. So all you do to figure out how much protein you're going to have in your feed, because you want to have 16 to 17% total, is you get your pounds of your legumes, your seeds, and then let's say I did 20 pounds, and then you times that by the percent protein that I just showed you in the chart here. And here, let's say it was 15% protein, and that gave me 3% protein. Okay? So then I'm going to put that all together. So let's say that I'm doing about 100 pounds. So we have a big, huge trash can. So you can kind of take it off for whatever you have. If you only have a few chickens, then maybe you could do 5 pounds or you can do 10 pounds, whatever you want to do. So let's say I did 30 pounds of whole oats. So it's 30 times my 15%, because that's how much it is in protein, 0.15. You make sure you put the decimal point in the front there. So that gives me 4.5%. Then 20 pounds of black oil sunflower seeds. So it would be 20 times 0.26 because that is 26% protein. So that's 5.2. Then the 30 pounds of millet, it's 2.7%. 20 pounds of corn, 1.8%. Then I did 5 pounds of flaxseed, 1.85. Then it gave me my total protein of those things there, 16.05. So you can kind of figure it out there. Now, the one thing that you can do is, let's say you figured out the stuff that you got. Maybe you don't have any flaxseed and you want to put a little brewer's yeast in there because that's pretty high in protein, then you can do that. But oats is definitely good. It's kind of a happy medium. I would always use oats in there and the black oil sunflower seeds and kind of mix up what you got on your total protein there. So what I've done here is kind of showed you, and it looks beautiful. I found a whole bunch of these split peas on sale. You know, they were getting rid of a bunch of bags. I think I got them for 10 or 15 cents for a bag for a pound. So I bought some and they love them. So when you're at the store and you're buying things, you can supplement it. I don't even need to use that much of the split peas in their feed. And it's just good to kind of put it in there because they're higher in protein. Here's my flax seeds, here's my whole corn, here's my millet, here's my sunflower seeds, and here's my whole oats. Now, it looks so appetizing. I mean, this is something that we could eat ourselves, and the chickens love it. And then you, like Doug said, you are what you eat. You make sure that your chickens are getting this, and when you put it all together, it just looks absolutely beautiful. If you don't have the split peas or you don't have the flax seeds, then you can utilize this. And then the other thing that I do put in the feed is I do put in 2% of the total amount. I put the diatomaceous earth in there also. So the diatomaceous earth is very important to put in there because it'll help. It is filled with minerals, a lot of silica, and it's also good to help with any intestinal problems, mites and things like that.
Just did the simple graphs that we showed you, how to determine how much protein is in your chicken food. You want to
I'm stuck in the chair.
You want to have a minimum amount of 16% protein in your chicken food to get the best quality eggs and to keep your chickens happy.
Just a minimum. You can go higher than that.
Right.
Yeah.
And the reason why we're showing you this now is because almost everything that we showed you could easily be grown in your garden this year.
Easily.
And stockpiled for feeding through the winter and fall. And then next year you add a little bit more because you kind of got an idea. And then as you're gaining momentum, you're always stockpiling the chicken food to keep you out of the feed store. You can purchase this stuff at the feed store, but our goal on the homestead is to keep the pennies, in check.
Be self-sufficient as best as we can.
Yeah, if you take care of the pennies, the dollars will take care of themselves.
They will.
Yeah.
And then if you do get it at the feed store, and we do get stuff from the feed store.
Sure.
Just get it when it's in season, or like the black oil sunflower seeds. They can be on sale for $17, $18, $19 for a 50-pound bag. Just look for those sales and maybe buy a couple of them. But just check and see, just whatever's in season, and get it, because it's not like that stuff goes bad.
Yeah. So that's why we're bringing you this information. A lot of people ask for it. It's a soy-free diet for your chickens. You want to stay away from the soy so it doesn't contaminate your eggs or mess up your stuff in any way. And
because
then what else did you want to talk about?
You are what you eat, right?
Yeah. What else did you want to talk about? How good the eggs are.
Oh, yeah. Guys, I'll tell you. When we
She's going to tell you.
When we first switched, because they were just shooting out the eggs with the layers mash. And I just know you feed them, they lay the eggs.
Right.
So it was getting to be, fall and winter was coming. And then we started to switch their food. So then they shut down and didn't lay one egg.
That'll happen on any kind of thing like that. When you switch the food, you're going to have a little lull in there.
So if winter, you're not going to lay. We did it at a really good time.
Yeah.
So then when the day started getting a little longer, and then they were eating the food and all that, they were just producing like you couldn't imagine, and the eggs were like
rock
Superman.
Hard. Right.
The colors were literally
very vibrant.
orange, very orange. And the yolks were so high. And I mean, we have open range chickens here. They go and get whatever they want, but
Right.
these were just phenomenal. And people even have told me, because we sell our eggs, that they're great.
Better than they ever were.
Yeah. So.
And we charge a premium for them because we take care of them better.
Right. Right. So if you guys do sell your eggs, then you can do that. You know, it's definitely a good selling point.
Right. And the bottom line is, even though some of this stuff, it might cost you a little bit more in the long run, just like food for your own body, go ahead and spend a few extra pennies or dollars, whatever it takes, because that's a healthier you. And a healthier you means less medical problems, less times at the doctor, so forth and so on. You know, there's been flus going around this year. We haven't got it. She works with kids all the time. You know, we try to eat healthy, we try to stay healthy, and we do that by what we consume.
Right. I mean, you have to really take care of yourself, and what your animals eat, and you're eating your animals, it's very important.
Right, or their eggs. All right, so just try your own mixture of ingredients and let us know how it works for you. Thanks for watching. This is another episode of Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. I'm Stacy.
And I'm Doug.
And we'll see you guys on the next one. About our contest giveaway, okay? Me and Stacy have been trying to think about how we can do a giveaway, and we've come up with a pretty